I went up to Sam Jones to introduce myself, and before I could say anything, he goes, "Hey, Brett, you're that book guy." What? Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. I am home from the Houston Arcade Expo, where I was a guest author there and did a panel on the great video game crash of 1983. I had an awesome time at this convention. It is basically like a weekend-long party in addition to being a gaming con. I just had so much fun. They keep it open till 2 a.m. on Friday and Saturday night, I believe. It is an awesome time. There's live music, whole lot of drinking going on. There's a lot of gaming. Really impressive arcade. I did a walkthrough video. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to have a pickups video and show you guys the swap meet. But very briefly, I want to tell you about my encounter with Sam Jones, aka Flash Gordon from the 1980 film. He was a guest at the show as well, and I just felt super flattered and honored to be a guest on the same docket with him. Obviously, I'm nowhere near the same stratosphere as someone like that, a famous actor in an iconic film. One of my favorite films. I absolutely love the 1980 Flash Gordon film. And I met the guy, I met Sam, and we talked periodically throughout the weekend. He was super cool, really down to earth, friendly, fun, and he would stay till 2 a.m. autographing, posters and things for fans. And he was just, he was there ready to have a good time. And I spoke to him several times. We talked about his favorite role was the Highwayman, a series he was in, which I haven't seen. I need to check out. And he enjoyed making Flash Gordon. He just talked about how colorful and fun it was. And we talked a little bit about his appearance on TED, and he said, yeah, it's good to be able to, laugh at yourself a little bit and have a good self-deprecating sense of humor. And he was just really cool, really down to earth. And something interesting happened. I traded a copy of my 100 Greatest book, this book right here, to Mr. Jones for this awesome signed photo. He signed that for me. Flash blessings. How cool is that? It was an even trade. And how this came about was I walked by his booth and there was a guy there at the show that was an artist, and he had created a book of art. It was really neat, a nice hardcover book with psychedelic art, blacklight style art, really cool fantasy stuff, horror stuff, rock and roll stuff, excellent looking book. Well, he approached Sam, aka Flash Gordon, and I said, I just really want to give you this book. I'm a big fan, and I would just love you to have this. And Sam was like, oh, that's really cool. It looks great. And he was looking through it. And so Sam said, hey, pick out a poster, and I'll sign it for you. And so they talked a little bit, and in the process of this, Mr. Jones was telling this gentleman, this artist, that some workers were building bookshelves in his home for his library. He said he really loves books. He loves books like this, these really nice hardcover books with nice photos and everything. And he likes pop culture and all this. And so it occurred to me, maybe he might like a copy of the 100 Greatest Console Video Games 77 to 87. So I brought it over to his booth. I showed it to him, and he said, yeah, that looks really great, really cool. And I said, do you want to work out a trade? And he goes, absolutely, that would be cool. And so I said, well, I want to do something kind of equitable for both of us. I said, what do you have in mind? And he said, how much is the book? I said, it's a $35 book. And he goes, well, cool, my signed posters are $40. That'll work out. So I looked at them, and I ultimately chose this one because I love this movie so much. There were signed TED photos, that he could have signed. There was some other photos from some of his other work. There's a documentary about him that covers the movie and his religious conversion and everything. But I am most interested in the Flash Gordon film from 1980. And it's just a huge honor to know that Flash Gordon is going to have my 100 Greatest book in his house, perhaps his office or whatever, or his living room on his bookshelf. And that is so awesome. That's just a great feeling to know that he's got this book, someone that I really admired, someone that I grew up watching this incredible film over and over and over again. If you've never seen Flash Gordon from 1980, It is amazingly entertaining. Of course, it's campy and it's over the top. It's super colorful, and it is just, you know, along with movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark, it is just one of the most entertaining, purely entertaining films you will ever watch. I love it. So thank you, Sam Jones, for, you know, coming to the Houston Arcade Expo and being an awesome guest. I was honored to be on the list with him and some other guys like Brian F. Collin, who worked on Rampage and some other games. G to the Next Level, a good friend of mine, another YouTuber, really cool guy. Just an awesome time. The Harp Twins were there. Check them out on YouTube, the Harp Twins. They do amazing music with harps. You know, they cover rock songs with harps. Super, super cool. An incredible time at the Houston Arcade Expo. Had so much fun, saw a lot of friends, had a great time. Thanks to everyone who came by the table, bought books, had some fans buy me beers. It was so much fun. I felt like a celebrity for a weekend. I'm not. I'm just a guy that writes books and has fun on YouTube. But Keith Christensen, the guy that runs Houston Arcade Expo, treated the guests like royalty. We had tons of food and drinks, and he just, you know, made sure we were taken care of throughout the weekend. The panel was awesome. I had a great time. Thank you, Rebecca Heineman, who you've seen in High Score on Netflix, that documentary series. She came to my panel and she pitched in with some of her knowledge of the great video game crash. Just an incredible weekend. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I just want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes on how I posted on social media that me and Mr. Jones had made a trade, my book for a signed poster. And I just want to let you guys know how that came about. Just an incredible experience. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking this video. Let me know in the comments what celebrity you have met and just any interesting experience with celebrity encounters. Going to a lot of conventions, I tend to run into a lot of celebrities. You guys may have watched my William Shatner meeting him, and that didn't go so well. I'll put a link to that video here in the description. Thank you so much, guys. I'm exhausted. Before I get any more choked up, I am going to let you guys go. We will talk to you in another video. Thank you so much. If you're a fan of my work, you might want to consider supporting me on Patreon. For just a low fee each month, you get a lot of extra content. Another way to support the channel and my writing career is to buy books direct from me, including the 100 Greatest Console Video Games, the Classic Home Video Game Series. It's like an encyclopedia set. And this massive bad boy, the NES Omnibus Volume 1 A through L. I will put links in the description of this video where you can buy books direct from me and where you can support me on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.